but so technical. And his movement, he was dancing with the ball, all the time. Typical African football, dancing, movement, He was flirting with the ball all the time. He was so powerful with his run. Great striker.
If the people get angry and take the street because the government is not responding to their needs, they can bring the government down. And to bring the government down will be more dangerous. Government came down here before, we destroy all of our own agro behind. All of the little things we had in place, we destroy all. And so the worst thing we want to do is to allow this country to go back to where it was, where it came from. And so we're going to do all we can in that.
You're sitting down conveniently in the state or somewhere enjoying, you think you're enjoying life. You got a message where you're going to kill them. If you don't come by to build a country for yourself, it's your business.
I think Chancellor Regime is far better than President Baka Regime. Yes, we have bullets flying all over Liberia, but we have a president that was in charge. What kind of president that will openly violate our constitution, yet still talking about respecting the rule of law? So like somebody that having cigarette in their hand and looking at a signboard that say no smoking, but then the cigarette in their hand and they're smoking it. That's how the president speaks. Okay? For the president to be talking about respecting the rule of law and openly violating it, and you know even well why say it. So for me, I can tell you for free, Chancellor Regime, when bullets were flying, Chancellor Regime was far better than President Baka Regime. Because his level of insensitivity is so hard to the extent that much is not enough to describe this president's evil act. To be frank, so for some of the young people, Chancellor Regime is far better than President Baka Regime. Yes, we have bullets flying all over Liberia, but we have a president that was in charge. What kind of president that will openly violate our constitution, yet still talking about respecting the rule of law? So like somebody that having cigarette in their hand and looking at a signboard that say no smoking, but then the cigarette in their hand and they're smoking it. That's how the president speaks. Okay? For the president to be talking about respecting the rule of law and openly violating it, and why I say it. So for me, I can tell you for free, Chancellor Regime, when bullets were flying, Chancellor Regime was far better than President Baka Regime. Because his level of insensitivity is so hard to the extent that much is not enough to describe this president's evil act. To be frank, so for some of the young people that are looking at their future and putting it in their bucket in the name of supporting Baka, I'm so sorry. Chancellor Regime is far better than President Baka Regime. Yes, we have bullets flying all over Liberia, but we have a president that was in charge. What kind of president that will openly violate our constitution, yet still talking about respecting the rule of law? So like somebody that having cigarette in their hand and looking at a signboard that say no smoking, but then the cigarette in their hand and they're smoking it. That's how the president speaks. Okay? We're talking about respecting the rule of law and openly violating it, and you know even well why I say it. So for me, I can tell you for free, Chancellor Regime, when bullets were flying, Chancellor Regime was far better than President Baka Regime. Because his level of insensitivity is so hard to the extent that much is not enough to describe this president's evil act. To be frank.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they need their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they do?
They are freedom fighters.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
They are freedom fighters.
Freedom fighter, you destroying our country.
They are freedom fighters.
Ayo. Ayo. ayo, 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 ayo. Oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came, they changed their mind.
All right, so today is another day, and we are back here
Changed their mind. Welcome,
to do what is best for our country.
Ghana people.
Today's Monday, the 10th day of February 2025, and it is good to be here. Oh, yeah. So there are a lot of things to talk about today. This is how I would like to welcome every one of you who are following to this edition of the program via your radio or social media platforms. It is good to be here. I'm Stephen Compton. Share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you. And so you just listen to a couple of audios. Oh yeah, arranging from the president down to the vice president. I did really sincere, and most especially the vice president. The statement he made, is he really sincere about those things he talked about? And also what appeared to be a provocation of Liberians living in America by the Liberian leader. I think when a country's citizens are engulfed with situation, the country first had, the president does everything in his power to address that particular situation. But when the president comes about making statements that exacerbate the entire issue and raises serious concern, we'll also look into that as well. The Unity Party government fight against corruption. This government fight against corruption. Is President Joseph Boakai honestly sincere about the fight against corruption? Or is he being selective in this particular process? We'll also look at that also. And sure, are you sure we are asking you to share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you.
Go and get it quick from hotlbr.com.
You sitting down conveniently in the state or somewhere enjoying, you think you're enjoying life. Got a message for you, you're gonna kill them. If you don't come by to build a country for yourself, it's your business.
Okay, all right. So then we are back again. So let me quickly bring in Mr. Ali Mansale. Mr. Mansale, good morning from my end here.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Mama Labira. This is Ali Masale from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Glad to be here this morning.
That's fine. Yeah, so how's everything? How's the US? You have been following a couple of issues, many among those things. The issue that has to do with the president's recent statement, putting the American president against you people there in the United States, and also calling on you people to come and invest in Liberia here. There are a lot of things that have been happening. Also, the issue that has to do with the suspension of the no cars boss. Last week we were here, we flagged this particular issue. We dealt with it sufficiently, and we look forward, to have seen which decision were being taken by the Liberian leader. And so the Liberian president went on to suspend her pending other further investigations. But there are a lot of things surrounding this entire issue that we need to look at because there are a couple of corruption allegations against most of these government officials. So, is the president actually, sincere about the issue of the fight against corruption? We'll also be looking at that this morning as we have our says on it. We give our own perspective on these trending issues in our country. So it is now back to you. But before then, let me quickly recognize our followers here this morning. As usual, we are asking you to send in your text messages. Trust me, they will be read on the platform this morning. You can speak to these things we are talking about. All right. So Juju One Way says, "Good morning, guys. I'm following." Okay. I really don't know where you are following us from, so you have to make mention of that. Okay, so thank you, Juj. Thanks for admonishing the followers to share the video. We really appreciate you for that. And Mary Tule says, "Good morning. I'm happy to follow you from New Georgia Estate. Thank you so much, Mary Tule, for always following us. So all you need to do now is to share the live video, invite other people to watch along with you." Okay, so Mr. Masale, it's now back to you, Chief.
Yes, thank you there. Once again, good morning to all Liberians in and out of the country. We are here again this morning to discuss some issues that have to do with our country, Mama Liberia. And one thing, the government, we are not against this government because even when we are against the government, it cannot change anything. Your hate for the government cannot do anything. Or the media is just there to put the government into check, to put their feet to the fire. We are there to do check and balance. The day this government do anything that is in the interest of we, the Liberian people, we will sit here, we congratulate them, we tell them thank you, because Liberia is all we have, and we want to see to move forward. When this government fail, we, the Liberian people, we fail for another 6 years. When the government succeed, we succeed. So we have to do everything to make sure this government do the right thing that they came to power on. Now, President Bakai, if you can be telling us in the diaspora, more especially Liberians in America, not other part of the world, but this came directly to we, the Liberians in America, that if we will just sit here and do whatever we want to do, we don't want to go back to build our country. Donald Trump is there for us. Okay, you are right. And now this will go to some of our brothers and sisters who are in this country. We know them. They work tirelessly. They use their high-end money to power. And we know some of them, they are affected in this. And I saw some of them yesterday, day before yesterday, I think they were like cursing us all around. They are disappointed in you again as a president. This is what I say. Joseph Boakai, Jeremiah Kun didn't lie. Joseph Boakai brain is drowning down. In this country, like those agencies, some are all working, those old people we see there at the age of some of them 65, 70, going upward. Some of these people, you don't see them to really perform the way they used to perform, their way of thinking. You know, human being, this is something that had to do with age. As you are getting older, you are declining. Like some of the kind of work we used to do in this country, we can no longer do. Everything had to do with age factor. Looking at Joseph Boakai age now, his level of thinking or to even say process thing is very high. And you people can see sometimes he will go on some occasion wherein they will be talking to him and he's doing something else. You see, unless somebody go to him again and put him on track. Joseph Boakai brain is drowning down. He's not capable of leading our country. This is why when things happen, He doesn't know how to speak. He will come out, just speak loosely. As a president, you don't speak like that. Today, there are Liberians in this country. They've been here for the past in 20, 25 years, and they have been affected of what is happening now in this deportation process. We are looking up to you as president. What can you do? Looking at your relation with Elon Musk, and looking at the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump now, I think you could help in the process to talk to Elon Musk now, who is your best friend. You can have your video call, everything, to say, oh yes, the deportation, my people are over there, and see what you can do. But to come and start to make mockery out of we the Liberians here in America and putting pain in our heart, this is some of the things who the Liberian people. Why you already saw in Joseph Boakai, you say, oh yeah, he coming to rescue us. Because I think he rescued, if he really came to rescue with the Liberians, he rescue supposed to come to you people who voted for him. And today you see you have been affected like this, and the kind of raw insult he's putting into our faces here, more especially those people who voted him. You see, this is Liberia. This is what we brought upon ourselves. If you can look at a man who doesn't have any sense of reasoning, he don't even know how to organize himself to govern himself, and then you say he should come and govern the country, that he can just wake up and speak loosely before he say that, and he doesn't care when he do those irresponsible things. He even say care, just go and put it out there. He go, he say by his basically he hear you, he doesn't care, or don't care, old man. This man bring his journey down. But we the Liberian people, we continue to say, how long? 6 more years, 6 more years. If you can get an old man like Joseph Boakai, who doesn't even know what he's doing over there, and we give him our country, we say we bear it for 6 years, we are not going anywhere. Like yesterday, someone called me, oh my man, you had to be in prayer with us, blah, blah, blah. We said, this is the government. You people were all here jumping the pound. And this is what's happening now. Like I always say, those Liberians who came to America here, some of those people on deportation list, they are not here illegally. Some of them came here legally, and they are being sent by the way, deported because of the crimes and things they committed in this country. You came here, you get into drugs, you get into armed robbery, you get into domestic violence and things. Some of them, they are illegal. Some of them, they have legal documents. But because of this crime and thing they committed, that's why they are going to be deported. And for those Liberians who came here to overstay their visa and things, some of them, these are the ones that I can pray for me, so that at least God can help in the process. Maybe they can change things around to keep them here so they can get legal status. Those who came here to overstay their visa and other things, they came here any kind of mango way, but they've been working in this country. They have not yet committed any crime and things. I pray that God be with them so they get a legal status to stay here. But those who came to this country continue to say this and got into armed robbery, domestic violence, drugs and things, they should be deported because they don't know why they came here for. I will always say that. And President Boakai, I don't think this is why he was to tell we the Liberians in the diaspora, as a president, why your citizens are facing in another country, instead of giving them words of encouragement, what the government is doing, what mechanism they are putting in place to see how best they can come to their aid to rescue them from what they are going through. But instead of telling us, okay, you can come back, your team, you will see Donald Trump is coming for you. Donald Trump is coming for us. He's coming for your government too. And are you there? You're crying now because of you self money that have been stopped. Just how he deporting your people, that how he's strangulating your government. Let's see now, if you are not getting no funding from the American government, let's see how you will survive. Eddie got Ebola, Josh Weah got Corona, and you getting starvation now. So it's coming back to you. You telling us to come back home, to come and develop our country. How are we going to come back home to develop our country when our brothers and sisters are dying every single day in the country? If you see their body in the street of Monrovia today, you will see their body in the street of Monrovia tomorrow. Our country has been governed where there is no respect for rule of law, brutality. It has been the order of the day. There is no freedom of speech in the country. When our people even gather somewhere for peaceful protest, you will send your police to go and beat on them, putting them in jail. Any small thing in the country, you put the military outside. If that's the country you want us to come back home to invest in, after you have made our country a police state, turn it to a military state where the citizens, even that are there, they don't have voices, they don't talk, they don't speak on their own right. Every day, our people are dying. You people are there misusing taxpayer money, the country resources to enrich yourself. Corruption has been the order of the day in your government. You people said President Weah administration, there were lots of corruption that was going on. You were coming to rescue the country, to clean up this thing. What have you done since you came to power? Your arrest agenda. Currency. What have you done that you encouraging us to come back home? Any country that is governed without the rule of law, that country is not a safe place for even the citizens that are there. Not talking about other people to come there. So all the traveling you made around the world, wasting taxpayer money, flying private jet to get investors who have entered our country one day, and why you think they are not coming there? Who will invest that money in such a way where there is no law and order that have been governed lawlessly? Then you encouraging us to come there. Let your investors come. Those people that you've been flying around going to come and invest in the country. All the people you've been to, why you think they are not coming? Because the way in which you are governing the country. So don't tell us, we the diaspora Liberians, to come back and build our country to do something. Just rescue our country and forget about us. But we know what we are doing in that country. The level of impact some of us making in people's lives in that country, even you, Joseph Boakai, you have never done that ever in the history of your life. So don't tell us to come back. If you cannot put mechanism in place to see how best you can help our brothers and sisters who are on deportation list, who are here, they don't have legal status, to see what you can do as a government to help in the process, then just keep quiet instead of speaking loosely to put more pains in their heart. You can do that as a president. At your age, you should have known better. When you come out to speak, speak like an elderly man who have governmental experience for the past time that you've been in government, instead of coming to speak loosely as a child. You don't do that. You sat there, you say they took a man job and gave it to a boy. Josh Weah was a boy, they gave him a man job. Now they have taken a man job and give it to a man, and you are performing. You are not even performing like a boy, you are performing like a child. Because even a boy cannot come out to speak loosely like that. You behave so irresponsible as a president. You just speak loosely. You don't even say talk as a president. So if you cannot help, if your government cannot do anything to help the diaspora Liberians that are in the United States, just keep quiet, but don't put pains in their heart. Your statement you made, some of them that we know that voted for you, that supported you, they can call us. I can be surprised when I see Unity Party people calling me here and there, oh, Masale, blah, blah, blah. I can just tell them, yes, elections are over. We are not here for politics. We are just saying the right thing. We pray, as I said, we are always in prayer with them. For those who are not in prison, not here in the country, they are trying to get some lawyers and things to see how they can get legal status. I'm in prayer with them. Inshallah, let God be there with them. But those with criminal records that are already in prison and things, I'm not here to waste my prayer on that, because if you can come here, you don't know what you are here for. It's better you go back to your country. So that's just it there when it comes to what the president did. Stephen, what's happening to you? It's like there's a power. That's the problem about Liberia. We continue to say the same thing. Electricity, that's one of the main challenges we have in the country. And our president, they are sitting over there today, misusing the country resources, and we are going to be shut down anytime soon by Ivory Coast, because if we were getting 50 megawatt and they have called it down to 7.5, you know what is there? Anytime soon, our country will be out of power. All the money we owe Ivory Coast, we haven't paid their money yet, but we are there. Our government officials are buying $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 car. You see, this is so sad for our country. Even America, lawmakers, they are not using money like that. The facility our people get in Liberia, even the lawmakers here, they are not getting these facilities. You pay a lawmaker up to $15,000, you buy him $45,000 worth of car. At the same time, you have to be giving him 200-300 gallons of gas lit. At the same time, his generator home, you have to be fueling that generator for him. At the same time, his horse get home, you have to be like paying all of those things. Where are we heading to? And we say we are one of the poorest countries in the world. We're passing around asking for help. What are we asking for help if the people are not even living that life in other part of the world, like in America here, where you people always run for help, other European countries? You see, so what's the essence? Today, see the ADC problem in the country. We saw the Senate Pro Tem Yombi Kanga Lawrence see the car that she bought. Is that her personal money? Is that her salary or government money? But yet then still we sit there, we say, oh, Liberia, we are suffering. We need people to come to our aid. We need people to come to our aid. I can't just get it. You see? But that is Liberia for us. And our people here with us today, they are already hurt. And the president has even made it worse. Because as a president, you don't talk like that when your people are going through such a crisis, such frustration and things that they are going through. So we just have to keep praying for our country. But it is just another failure for 6 years ago.
Okay, all right. So that's good. That's good. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. We sincerely apologize. We are having some technical issues here. Let me get this one here. Just a minute. We sincerely apologize for that. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let me quickly recognize others who have just joined the discussion. Rupin Payne says, where are the advocates for the rescue missions? She's asking a question. And James says, good morning, guys. Following from Habel, Magibi County, Liberia. This country will not burn, but history will be remembered. All right. So just keep sending in your text messages and let us talk about this. So as I was saying before I brought on Mr. Masale, so this is bad, Mr. President. You shouldn't be making statements of such in public. You are definitely exacerbating this particular situation, provoking those people. Liberians went there, to have a better life, to be able to look after their families here. We are not in any way supporting somebody to be living in another person's country illegally. No, we are not supporting such act. But these people we are talking about, they went down there to live a better life, or to do things to be able to help their families down here. That's the reason why, Mr. President, when a situation like that occur, you get on plane and go to the United States. Can you tell what's the reason why sometimes when you have a situation, you rather go to the United States? Probably is a medical attention you want to seek. You go there. Why do you think you go there? Why you can remain in Liberia here, but you just get on plane one morning and go to the States? When you are running your campaign here, these are the same people today you are provoking. These were the same people that helped you here. You are running all around here, going to America. Going to America. There's a same area we are talking about. So those people, they go there to do things that will better their lives and that of their families. So this particular situation should not be used as a means to provoke those people. Mr. President, you are the president. You are the president. You shouldn't be passing around, be making such statements. No. And now, very quickly, let me come to the issue of the fight against corruption. As I said, the last time we were here, we made mention of the issue that has to do with the NOCA board. Her reaction to this corruption scandal, among other things. And we challenged the president to take action, and he took action. That which we appreciate. But now, here is the issue. Since the ascendancy of this particular administration, there have been so many corruption allegations against people that are within the president's inner cycle. Oh, yes. And he is yet to take any decision. Is he ready or sincere in the fight against corruption? The president has suspended people who are accused of corruption, but is yet to prosecute those people. He's yet to prosecute those people or to take actions that will enhance the prosecution of those people. You like to talk about Amin Moda. Say Amin Moda's issue, the man is passing around here. There is no action. Since his suspension, if the president thinks that he really wants to fight corruption, that he said that engulf the weird government then that had derailed this country to this stage, that he came to change the narratives, he's here to take any action for those people to be prosecuted. Air Trooper RC boss Patrick Wozi, he's one of those people. He was suspended, and there is no action for those people to be prosecuted. Miata Famula, we all know what happened. So these are things that have been happening in the country. And Mr. President, you say you're fighting corruption? No. You just have to go beyond the issue that has to do with just or mere suspension without taking any action for those people to face justice. It is so bad. It is so bad. Since the ascendancy, there have been massive waste and abuse of public funds. And you are just there passing around say suspending people without any action for those people to be prosecuted, to serve as deterrence to who be any government official who like to probably do anything or steal public resources. So if you suspending those people, the next person there will say, yeah, I will do my own. The president just suspend me. At the end of the day, the president sends me elsewhere. Look, we need to be serious in this country, Mr. President. We need to be serious in this country. And it is very important. It is very, very important for us as a people and for our country. We'll go to the lines, but let me get the president's voice here again. Let me see whether I can get his voice here. Let me play this. Yes, let me get this on. Let me get this on.
You're sitting down conveniently in the state or somewhere enjoying. You think you're enjoying life? Got a message where you're gonna kill instead. If you don't come by to build a country for yourself, it's your business.
So you see. So, Mr. President, those people, there are so many Liberians out there who have invested in this country. They have done a lot in this country as compared to your 42 years in government. So stop provoking this particular situation. Stop. Okay. Yeah. So, Mr. Masale probably has something to say about this entire issue. Again, we are sincerely apologize for the breaking, and at least it has been resolved. Many thanks to our technical men here who, swiftly resolve this particular issue. Yeah. So, Mr. Masale probably has something to say before going to the telephone line.
Yes, the issue there when it comes to those people that have been suspended for corruption. Joseph Waka, he said he's corrupt. He's a criminal in chief. So that's why you see all his government officials, they are doing the same thing. First of all, we saw like this whole Miata family issue when it comes to the inauguration morning. So this man, he came to power and his government, he started with corruption and he didn't say anything about this. He gave birth to it. And this is why you see it continue to happen in the government. Because the whole thing, the moment Joseph Waka came to power, the first thing we saw when he was just president-elect, Sylvester Grisman, that was the first person. We think about 500,000 to buy vehicles. At the end of the day today, that's how it happened, 500,000. Joseph Waka got his own share. Even the inauguration money today, why you think they can't call Miata family? Because he got his own share. When you steal and he get his share, that's a blanket. It's not going to do anything. You see, this issue about Abi Moda, all those people you are naming, did you really come to power to fight corruption? This is what I said. If Joseph Waka really came to rescue that country, Joseph Waka could be one of the best presidents ever. Because of his age, he was going to be like, whether you like it or not, I'm going to do the right thing to straighten this country as a king. But right now, he that whether you like it or not, I'm going to do the wrong thing. What I can do, I don't care what you say out there. And that's what's happening. And just as you said, diaspora Liberian, we have done so many investments in that country. You, Joseph Waka, even during the campaign time, we used to put out the challenge for somebody to just call and say, oh, yes, or Joseph Waka, he even said, put my child on scholarship in K2 during the time my child graduated. During the entire campaign, we never one day see somebody calling to make any statement of son to come that one, you, Joseph Waka. And we, the diaspora Liberians, if we can tell people, oh, yes, don't be calling our name, just pray for us. You know how our name will be flying in that country? There are people we have made impact in their lives in that country. Even you, Joseph Waka, you have never done it for anyone in that country. Then you became president, said, why you done for our country before somebody? But just destroying our country with corruption, you and your gangsters and hooligans. You people just came to destroy our country. You see, even the issue about Nuka boss today, if we were not to pour more into it, she was not going to be suspended today.
Mm-hmm.
But just going to go like that. You keep suspending people for corruption, and those people are not being prosecuted. They just there. At the end of the day, either you send them somewhere else, or maybe they will just look at it and then probably they will resign. But those cases will not go anywhere. See what happened when it comes to the speaker removal, the whistleblower. LACC to say why we even say hear anything about that.
Oh yes.
Government everywhere, Joseph is everywhere that is go anywhere. It's just for their case. Is this the country you call it on diaspora Liberian to come back to invest in, where the justice system is messed up, the rule of law, everything is messed up? We have made impact in that country more than you, Joseph Boakai, who's sitting there today as a president. We have made impact in people's lives that today they can say, they tell God, thank you, they pray for us on a daily basis more than you. So don't tell us to come back and build our country or to do any investment in our country. What some of us have done in our country, you have never done it there. Your 42 years you work in government, you became a failure in your own life. You couldn't achieve anything for yourself. But the diaspora Liberian today, they have achieved in our country more than you. It is this presidency now you came to rig our country, so maybe you will be able to achieve something for yourself now. All along you was sitting in our country, we never one day heard about Joseph Boakai. They say he get what he said, Joseph Boakai, what and something non-governmental. How they can call it? They say he get
You're talking about a foundation?
Joseph Boakai Foundation is there. One day heard about all you, even your vice, the time you were vice president, all these things, but now we hearing about Joseph Boakai Foundation, because now you empower, now you stealing our country money. So Joseph Boakai is corrupt. He's the criminal in chief for corruption. So that is why all those corrupt attitudes that kept going on in your government, we will just hear about it and it will be their case. Joseph Boakai came to power, he started on corruption. So he will end up corruption. So those people, he government official, but he had already legalized corruption in the country. So what you think of? If my president can tell me if you want to steal, you, but just make sure you use it in the country. So am I going to be a friend? No, he had already legalized that corruption. As a president, you don't speak loosely like that. You see, you will speak loosely like that because why you doesn't know why you are saying your brain is draining down. Your mental state now is declining. So whenever you come out to speak, you will just speak and you go, you sit. And then your surrogates, they will come and defend you because they are a bunch of shameless fools that don't have any sense of direction. Because they keep with the intention of ripping our country off, so they will always be there to back you whenever you come out and speak loosely. So don't tell us about coming back to our country to do anything. We have impacted people's lives in our country more than you. And we will always put on the challenge. Let somebody come and say, Joseph Boakai did this for my child. Joseph Boakai did this for me. Even when you were not president, the 42 years you work in government. But some of us today, it will just say, we will allow people to come and call our names and things here. You will hear so many people in the diaspora, people will be calling their name, what they have done for them, how their life were and how their life is today. But nobody will say that. So don't come and be making mockery of us. You be putting all against Donald Trump. Rescue our country and rescue every Liberian, any part of the world that are in problem. You have to rescue them. That's the name of your team, the rescue mission. So you are a president of Liberia, you are a president of all Liberians around the world. Wherever we are, when we cry, you're supposed to come to our aid, but not to come and make mockery of us and put things in our heart. But you will bear that pain more than us. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. Okay, and so you can now put in your calls to 0772239933 or 0886304497 077780375 are the numbers to call, and have your say on issues we are talking about here this morning. But this quickly, Emmanuel Bro says, good morning, Stephen, Conton, Aleyu Masale, and my fellow viewers. As always, comfortably seated and watching today's show from Minnesota, the USA. Thank you so much. Okay, Branel Habaku says, good morning. I'm watching you from Ivory Coast. Thank you for the information for our country, Liberia. GMB will be suspend. Okay, he will suspend, but will not prosecute those people. Okay, so bro says, okay, you are right, Aliu. Criminal President Joseph Boyka's corruption in chief or criminal in chief. This one of the reasons why he isn't dismissing corrupt government officials. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's not take calls. This person. Good morning.
Aliu Masali. This is Edmond Carr, the featuring Ibega, keeping the president feet to the fire to deliver.
Go ahead.
And you know, the statement by the president is shocking and disgraceful to Liberian. Because mind you, those people in the diaspora, whether you got document or not, they have been sending a lot of money into this country to support family members. So if the diaspora Liberian were not there, my brother, you couldn't have anything in country called government. The government collapse. Because the diaspora Liberian are serving as the company for the Liberian government. Because every day that comes when you visit Vera Ben and Vera Money receiving error, you will see the mass movement of people there collecting money for their family member across the world. So for the kind of shocking news to come, in the past government, they will negotiate, you know, to see how best it can extend their time to see how we get it. The economy already here is not good. Then people are coming into an economy that are already broken. For you to say, why are they coming with to rebuild their country? They are sending you back. Deporting you, probably what all that you have there, you may not have access to it. So what are you coming with? Okay. There is still a heartbreaking, a frustrating for the person to speak that are quickly to quote unquote Nuka. You know,
very quickly now.
We welcome the suspension, but it should be holistic. The real United Party people want to corrupt, Waka will support them and maintain them. But when you are supporter, this lady supported Baka after she lost the election in District 4. So the second runner, she plays her supporter, by her supporter. Also, she's an outsider. So she treats people, outsider corrupt people, she treats them differently, and she treats the real United Party corruption differently. Thank you.
All right, Carl. Thank you so much. The other person, good morning. Good morning. Okay. 0772239933 0886304497 07779800375. Let me get this person from this end. Good morning.
Good morning, Cotton.
Good morning. You are live. Tell us the name and where are you calling from?
Let me say morning to Masale. William W. Wu.
Go ahead, William.
I'm the official spokesperson for the Liberian Civil movement. Let me say thank you ever so much. Listen to the show Saturday, but I didn't hear yours because I say be on Saturday too, but I know why. But anyway,
no, we're live on Saturday. Saturday normally come on from 3 to 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the time. Okay.
Okay, no problem. I call my brother Canton. This old man, it is somewhere old man don't have sense of direction. This probably is a wicked old man. This is a man that don't care about Liberian people. And this is wrong because people voted you. Even when we were here in Liberia working for the diaspora, the rent campaign off for President Bwaka. Therefore, when you not get nothing to say, you tell me silent and tell the poor lads that, oh, maybe you're making effort to say that we're going to talk with the American government. It will be okay. But you tell the poor to calm down. Calm down on which way? Come and with the rest on the street and they ain't coming with nothing. Are they coming to build the country now? With the empty pocket? Is this how to build country? Yeah? If they have to build country, that's what happens with your old man. You can't do that to your citizens. And that's why you children are very poor. You pour your down all year every day. There is no security. Then you want to poor to come here. In which way now? How are they coming? How are they coming? You guys poor that they're being invested in the country. You see, and somebody want to say you're going back home because right now because a document. Many things are happening. They can't be able to speak to the poor how to tell them to cancel that you're making effort to say that you're putting a release there or whatever. Or they people. Thank you ever so much.
Okay, Carl. Thank you so much, Daulu. Yeah, this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Compton.
Mm.
Well, by way of introduction, this is a significant song of Lofa County, Mohammed Donzo Fofana Jr.
You have a meaning, Fofana.
Yeah, Mr. Compton, well, when we are discussing insignificant people, it's black eye. So we don't discuss people like insignificant because the statement Baga makes on the social media is so devastating. Really, how could you make a statement like that to the people of Liberia? And you from Lofa, myself from Lofa, you're tarnishing our reputation. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. This other person. Good morning. Hello. You are live. Go ahead. Hello. Okay, this other person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live. Tell us your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, how you doing, brother? My name is Abraham Johnson. We're here from Spain.
I'm fine. Go ahead, Chief.
No, let me tell you something. The people when I get anything to say, they bought up for I get anything to say, keep started. Because they don't see the thing out. Well, they can't talk so they can't do a charge in everyone. They're not talking so. Oh, they brought on a break up. They're not talking so. They just say that there when you're talking Sony, they want run after you. Let me tell Sony, brother. The whole country now.
Okay, you went off. I hope you can call back. If you can, I would appreciate that. So 0772239933. Let's get this pressing on. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
You are live. Go ahead. Hello. Okay, 0772239933. 0886304497. Better still, 0777980375 are the numbers. And let's get this pressing. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Kiman Sabajian, coordinator for the proposed African Liberation League, HK 17.
Okay, Kiman.
Yeah, for some of us, we voted in the United Party second round, but I don't believe that they are pushing on the right trajectory for the Liberian people. The fact is, Liberia across Africa supported the United Party or 2023 elections about 80%. So it is a thank you that our so-called president is telling the people say, yeah, thank you. In saying the foreign minister to intervene to see how they can work on with others for the guys at least to stay. And but in terms of such statement, it is a thank you because again, my own spoon, they during the elections, Liberian in the diasporas quarter money, send money just for the campaign, for the campaign of the United Party. But at the end of the day, this is a thank you. See how ungrateful this person is? How ungrateful! Yeah. So it is just sad that we are there for 6 years, but I show you that by the grace of God, comes 2029. But I shall reap whatsoever he sow. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so kindly, and keep putting in your cards. Let me read out this text message that's coming in. Emmanuel Bro says, and with heavy heart, I feel so sad and bad for my Liberian compatriots who risks deportation from the U.S. And it is a very, very troubling situation. 0772239933, 0886304497. Better say 07779800375. Call and have your say on these discussions. This person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, calling you to this year. Dominic Arawanga.
Okay, Dominic.
But that is very good enough. Because that was important to focus on what is going on. So, I was telling people in the room.
You said, come again?
Because tell people that want to me. You know, who have something me. Things bigger, the same lot of them will have something for one.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for having your say on the discussion here. So, Mr. Masada, while we wait more calls, you can just come in and within sort of these issues that have been talked about. You sent me a communication regarding I think there's a video, something like that. One Liberian diplomat who died. But let me get this person before coming back to you. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, hello. I don't want to call in my money, Sini.
Yeah, thank God you are back. Go ahead very quickly.
Yeah, it's here before the president. They Liberian American, them people they want collecting money. They are collecting money. They are sending them for the capital thing. And that the day is sad for the people need to send them in your corner. And the people they do not have to send money to their parents. Why is that? And that the day the people they come in and they choking to all the people. You say, oh, go for the president. So I just want to tell the people. Myself, I get the point of Poga because Poga, I know that you come out of Poga. Yeah, so I get to say the money. Poga, before president, when you get out, who say the president, the net free going down to the TV, they may not remember anything. That's yes, second. They never saying that you. The net free going down the thing. So I want to say, you're taking what it does.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you. And yeah, so Mr. Masada, you can now go ahead while we await a few calls. Yeah, so you listened to some of these caller, and you heard what they said regarding the entire situation. Yeah, you can just go ahead. Probably have something to say as we move on.
Yes, I think we are all on the same path with the callers. Yes, like the other caller just said, we know during the election time, okay, when Joseph Baka was running his campaign, I think they sat on that spoon network, and when they were trying to get money for their people who will go to monitor their boxes, all those stuff in the various counties and things, at that time when that campaign they were struggling, it was the same spoon network that people went to towards a campaign. Those were the same diaspora Liberian are in America here and other part of the world, and they raised enough money that they were able to pay their pool washers. Yet that time it was time for their pool washers. They needed money. And where did you people get the money from? It was not for the same diaspora Liberians in America and other part of the world, most especially in America here. And just as the other caller said, now this time when you go to any mobile money center, you go to the bank, every blessed day, you will see people going to receive money every minute, every hour. Mobile money, people going to receive it from where? The diaspora. And we get other Liberians, other part of the world. But 75% of the money that go to Liberia, it comes from 75%. So if Liberians can be facing quotation today, and you get nothing to do to come to their aid, but to come and put peace in their heart, it just shows how ungrateful you are. That's why the people always say, like what this guy in Henry Costa all the time he was with President Buckeye. If he can come out and say this old man is an ungrateful man, and people was like, why he had, I think it has been showing to all Liberians, everybody know how ungrateful Joseph Buckeye is. This is just, he had just proven it again for the world to see and for every Liberian to see. Your election were funded by Liberia diaspora that all around the world. And today, this is why you have to tell those that are in America, putting Donald Trump against them, instead of getting to Syria Besto young thing, to get in touch with the ambassador of America, the ambassador to the US, to see how they can put together to plead for your people, and then you are there making mockery of them, putting things in their heart. You see? So it is so sad to get such an old president who has no leadership ability. He knows nothing about governance. This is Joseph Boakai first elected position ever. All he places of work in government, he just been in appointed position. So this work is very hard for him. But now, this is it. We are already into it. We just have to pray. Like I saw, because every morning they send me all the newspaper from Liberia. And I think I sent that newspaper to you where another foreign diplomat has died because the government abandoned them, and he couldn't even say a full insurance for him to go to hospital. You see, the Liberians that in the country, you abandon them. You don't have time for them. They are there. They are dying in poverty. They are suffering on a daily basis. They cannot even feed their family. You abandon them. You don't have time for them. You are ripping the country off. And then you encouraging, we that are here to fight again. So we can come for waiting. Now, what are we coming to do? You want us to come best to build the country. Those that are there, you abandon. We that are here, you are already abandoned us. That your statement is just telling us that you are abandoned us. If we can come, we should remain here. Donald Trump here with us. So you are already abandoned us. So just forget about us because like just abandoning us there. See a whole foreign diplomat dying because why? Saying you came to power, you abandon those people. You are not paying them. You get time for them because why? Some of them they keep doing George Weah administration and things. You see, so you abandon those people. I don't know why they have gone with that. The people have been calling, you are not paying, they can't receive their salaries, all of these things, and you don't care. All because why you said those people were saying that George Weah, they were all professional qualification, all of these things. Today, our people are dying now because they cannot even afford insurance to pay for their medical bill. You see? So you abandon our people whom we that abroad, you are abandon us. If we can come back, we should just sit here. Donald Trump is there for us.
Okay, yeah. So we're still taking more calls there on the 0772239933 or 0886304497. Better still 0777980375. Call and have your say on the discussion this morning. Okay, so for those of you who are following us, keep sending in your text messages so that they can be read here on the platform. So you see, this is very important. And with the issue you just made mention of, okay, but let me get this present very quickly. Good morning.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Prince, you take my name. Actually, Liberian people, they have the listing. Something that I'm good for you, and someone forcing it on you, be happy to it. That was happy to Liberian people. They knew that Unity Party were not good for Liberian. If Unity Party was good for Liberian, the thing is, the past 12 years, the aid, the help that come into the country for the international community. What was the income of it? Nothing at all. Nothing we see. Okay. It says yes, I'm getting a job here. They don't need a changing president. They just need hard working relationship with others. Changing president, and we told them that Boakai cannot do any other thing for this country. Just imagine, there's no day Boakai will go on stage that he will not get a disrespect to Labrador, not get an image to Labrador, he will not get image that will get Labrador, looking at get Labrador bad image. Any occasion that you go, you want to something, just imagine what happened to go down. He even leave death. Why is all those speaking? He's even going out the place. I even pray that I didn't want to call a security. I after Baka says yes, then you go pay election can be taking care of all people.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's get this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Conto. My name is Liva Aston. You are calling from Chicken Factory.
Okay, Liva.
Yeah, thank you this morning for your talking. You know, it's so saddening, my brother. The old man is an embarrassment to the country. Joseph Boaka, President Joseph Boaka. Because, you know, as a leader, sometimes if I don't know, we'll just continue to be talking about the old man is a very big embarrassment to the country. I bring those 17,000 that bought a trouble on us today. That all these sadness. So, but that's the way of the president. Because as a leader of your people, right. Every time you mention the first name on the radio, you will never. You were born, is that right? The country, everything the country can do for him. But you not even care for the Labrampo, you go so well. That's the Labrampo say that begging too much. But I'm bringing, no, or is watching all Joseph Baka, your days are no more. Thank you this morning.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Mr. Masale, as you were saying, so that these are some of the issues we are faced with. Okay, so you can have somebody being appointed by one who you perceive as an enemy. Just because of that, you abandon that particular person without showing any concern and all these kind of things. It's bad for our country. It's bad. This person, you are live. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where are you calling from?
I'm the general, man. My son's photo. I'm the general. My sister calling from Kawata this morning.
My sister.
Okay, listen, I talked to my son, Masali, in the diaspora. No, our church will take all that time every morning. They will come and discuss the issue of Liberia. Because it matters to us. It's our country. Let me get this stuff beside Liberia. No, Koto, this man called Boaka did not get leadership ability. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened in the country now? Then the woman said, tell them Muslim man, they say, everywhere in this country, there's a classic. And that's true. They say everywhere in this country, there's a classic. Even the justice ministry, whatever you think about in the country, there's a classic. You see people now beating lawmakers in the street, but the day you are born, you won't hear it before in this country. No. But today happening. Beating all the people are very angry with them, what they're doing. You get your taxi money and hotel for that hotel and be dishing out money here. Then you do what be safe when you're walking in the street, you will open your arms to what? No. They will teach you a lesson. That's really that's all they're doing. That's what you're for everyone of what was see Boaka for that for the Boaka. That Boaka the power in the country was paying that money up for America. So tell them say the Russia said them back. Then they can't pay their pocket. No, they very bad for him. He's not a leader. I think I'm gonna say, oh, we see with all the people, let's go to the people and go to there to the embassy. So I'm gonna remain afraid that the one hotel and go there, bring them to the Liberia, that they that go there, that we tell them for that hotel for you that spend that money. You are calling for back home. That we have more worker. I will stop and support for you. You are here, you are one step on that. So it's different. So they telling the people they will bring them back because what happening? You elect it. You elect it because now you let la people, you are a freedom man. You let la people bring la prayer back home. You try to have the hotel, but they will bring it for to bring their country. When I bring the people for la voting for water, that will give me money for say, oh, go for them man. We not go for them man. I will tell everything for you. I give you food to eat, and you will buy for them for that. So water now telling you that I will pay you evil. I will make a free water in this country for water for a camera and eat the man and back it. No, but they tell me that. What is was after? They are not a leader, so rude man. You're not a leader. Thank you, myself, for having me.
All right, okay, Master, say thank you ever so much. So this is very bad, but we'll further look into that fellows issue. We further do some investigation. But again, it is bad to abandon, somebody who works for the country or in the name of the person is associated with somebody who you perceive as an enemy, it is bad for our country. And we shouldn't be encouraging these kind of things. You know, if these things are coming from elderly statements, people who a lot of people are looking up to, whose leadership styles a lot of people are looking up to. If these things are happening, and definitely we are not sending any, positive sound out there to the young generation. Like my boss was saying this morning, I follow him. He made mention of a lot of things, Mr. C. Regarding the issue of the illegal removal of Speaker Kofa. All these things. So now, why you are teaching a young society or this young generation or the generation coming after is that whenever you want to do something, you should do it in an illegal manner, a violent manner, and that's the only way you will get it. That's the only way you will get it. And that's what's happening in our country now. Nobody cares. So instead of teaching the narratives, things that they said then was wrong, they are even doing more than that. So what's the change they spoke about? It is bad for our country. It is so bad for our country. And so we will look into that men's issue. We'll look into that men's issue and to know actually what happened. But if the information we are getting that led to his death, if this information are established to be truth, then it is alarming for our country. It is so alarming for our country. Okay, so let's quickly take this person. Okay, this person. So 0772239933, 0886304497, 0375. Let's take two more calls and go back to Mr. Masale for a parting comment. And let's see. Okay, so the Nishas Junior Bar is also following us as well. He's following us. We don't really know where you are watching us from, but you can make mention of that. We actually appreciate that. So this is so alarming. The high level of hatred in our country, because we think that those people, they were brought on board by the weird regime, and so we will not show them any concern. Then it is bad for our country. On a very serious note. So we are still carrying on investigation. And we come here on this platform to let you, the Liberian people, know. We'll definitely do that. And so, Mr. Masale, we are definitely running out of time. While we still await the calls, you can now come in. But very quickly, Anthony J.S. Wulati is following us from America. Thank you so much, Wulati. We appreciate that. Yeah, so Mr. Masada, you can come on, and while we still await the calls.
The issue here.
Let's quickly get this person. Good morning. I'm fine. Tell us your name and where are you joining us from this morning?
My name is Open Bode. I call from Chigisu from Johnsonville.
Okay, man. Go ahead.
Let me see. The only thing I get to see. You know, in Liberia, we now left good. When we get a good person, we can say the person that is wrong person. And we start on here when the people were doing it with the Liberian. For all to choose the best person, we never did it. We said, oh, the person got experience, the person educated. And the person was not educated. I think the person was much better than the person that said they educated. Yeah, now every time I go out, we will make us shoot. Nothing we is able to say. I think the person was not educated, get experience more than the one that educated. They're not looking nice at that. The only thing we need to do now is get our call for the best for us. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the selling for all outside. I think as a person, you don't talk to the people. But I believe the people on that side because they used to say, oh, we are a footballer in that. And now, it's reality. Someone just pray that come up, give us somebody good. And then 2020 now, we will be able to pour our good job. We are my father-in-law, that was blessing. What will do it? Now they not there for room, one day for myself. What will do it for all?
Okay.
All
right. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So, Mr. Masada, you can come in.
Yeah, the problem here with Joseph, this is just a disaster for our country. It is so sad to have this kind of old man who is just suffering with the Liberian people. You see, all the lawlessness that have been carried on by this government, send the ascendancy to power. You see how the speaker was illegally removed. And the speaker removal, this is something that started ever since. It is not just something that started right now. The records are there, the audios are there. I can remember during the speakership election when the president called those people to go to his place and to see how they could give that support to Richie Kuhn. And when listening to the managing director for LPRC, Amos Twe, and when he was asked by the journalist, are you people going to get the number? And he was like, let's see tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna tell. The issue here is how to push the president agenda and the president interest. Okay, the president is in favor of Richie Kuhn, that Richie Kuhn he want to work with as a speaker. So the whole thing about Funati Kofa removal, this is something that started ever since. And no matter what the date, still Funati Kofa won the speakership election, and Joseph Boakai still made sure, just as from the earlier stage, he wanted Richie Kuhn, and today he get Richie Kuhn there illegally. So is that the rescue that you came to rescue our country? You said there was no law and order in the country. Since this government came to power, nothing is in the right place in the country. Everywhere is just destroyed. Everywhere is just damaged. Joseph Boakai, you're too old for this. Today, you're one of the speaker to turn over office to you guys. You people remove it illegally. I think you can take the office illegally. So who is coming to invest in such a country when the president is undermining his own government? You see, this man had undermined his own government. This is why this government is not going to go anywhere, because you came with hate, you came with grudge, and this is how you are leading our country today. There is no rule of law. All your people, they continue to do the same thing every day in this government. Maybe before the end of the day or tomorrow, we will hear about another corruption. Every day, there is just corruption everywhere in this government, and Joseph Boakai came with transparency. And we are not seeing the transparency that he came with. As I said he keep his hair in the cookie jar. So the jet ski, they were there all over the place. You see, taking people cars up the street, they say they get tax force to go after government properties. Today, where are we? See how you people misusing our country resources. But one thing I would say to we, the diaspora Liberian, God knows what we are doing for that country, and let's continue to do for our people. Because like the last time when I said that no matter who you are to me, you can even be my blood brother when you vote for the Unity Party, you will get a cent from me within Joseph Boakai 6 years. And I look at it that this man is a failure in his life, and being a president for our country is just another failure for our country. So if I say I will not have friends and family, that's not going to be something good. You see? So we just have to help our people. Let's continue to do what we were doing with the diaspora Liberian in America right now. He spoke directly to us. We shouldn't stop doing what we're doing for our people. Let us do it, because Joseph Boakai is ripping our country off. Our friends and families are already dying. No matter what he says, let's just leave him. Right now, he is somehow mentally deranged. As you all know, his brain is drowning down. He cannot perceive well. So let's just let him be. God is going to do what he can do. those who God say they will be deported, those who God say He's going to help them in the process of getting legal documents, God is going to be with them. We shouldn't abandon our people. Joseph Boakai was not the right choice for our country. I continue to say this. If we say Josh, we have failed the country, there were other people who they could choose. But Joseph Boakai worked for 42 years in government. He couldn't achieve anything. He couldn't show anything that he did for himself. He came back to we, the Liberian people, telling us that he living alone. They squandered all the opportunities they had when he was vice president for 12 years. And yet they stayed. We have people who say this man is the right man to come and serve our country. What is he doing today? But destroying our country on a daily basis. Corruption has become the order of the day in the country. Our people are suffering. Now we are here. Our brothers and sisters are facing deportation. Instead of he coming to rescue them, and he's drowning them again, the same way he's drowning our people back home. He said he came to rescue them, he's drowning them, and we that we need him to come and rescue us too, he's drowning us. That is Liberia for us. We pray for the better country, but under this Joseph Boakai stewardship, I don't think, even though we want a better Liberia, but I don't think we are going anywhere. So to all diaspora Liberians in America and other part of the world, more especially we that in America, that he's drowning us, let's continue to hold together. Let's pray for one another, and let's continue to do what we were doing for our people back home. We shouldn't mind Joseph Boakai. He was the worst thing that ever happened to our country. The greatest mistake ever that happened to Liberia is having Joseph Boakai as president. We should know that his brain is drowning down. He's mentally deranged, so we shouldn't go by his word. We shouldn't abandon our people. Till we can see again, God bless America and God bless Liberia.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
Okay, so said many thanks to every one of you for being part of today's edition of the program. For those of you who called in and made your contributions, and other people who tried but could not make their way through. Many thanks to those of you who always take up your time to follow us via our various social media platforms. This is work we do for our country. This is how we contribute to the mother's land through the pages of history. I'm Stephen Compton. The invitation is yours to join us on Wednesday for another fresh edition of the program, Issues in the Society. Thanks and have yourself a blessed day.